Every movie has random trivia. And here at Trivial Theater, I explore some of these movies and the random circumstances that make them the weird creations we love. This is one of those movies I'm not 100% sure how to intro, so I'm gonna keep it simple. A space llama crashes to Earth, hilarity and massive amounts of death ensue. Oh, and there's a combine. This is 2015's Llamageddon. We start with an in-depth lesson on llama culture. They do not fuck around, as indicated by both their merch and their music. They're hatched from furry eggs, and although they look like deranged My Little Ponies, these magnificent bastards build and fly their own countrified X-Wings. After a quick reminder that the galaxy is pretty damn gorgeous, we learn that llamas can land surprisingly smoothly, even under flaming death trap conditions. Also, I never knew llamas made such scary-ass noises. That sequence and title are followed up with the head-exploding epicness of a set of hoes gardening? Well, that definitely subverted my expectations. Anyway, the farmers play spot the llama, and then they retire to their bedroom, which features a lovely selection of bedpost hats. The ominous shadow predicts something I've been worried about for years. Llamas who can open doors and straight up murder your ass for your lovely selection of bedpost hats. Shit. Now I feel bad for calling them hoes. Elsewhere, a chopper that I'm pretty sure was at least a quarter of this movie's budget brings a guy who does this.
My God.
Wait, dude flew in just to take off his glasses, do his best Horatio Kane impression, and then fly off? Wow, that's fucking ballsy. Respect where it's due, movie. We get an introduction of the grieving family of our lost hoes. I mean farmers.
It was a freak accident what happened to your grandparents.
Wait, those are their grandparents? Well, it goes to show you the merits of country living, I guess. Floyd and Mel have been tasked with staying at their grandparents' home, and they clearly have a great relationship.
I want to call Mom.
You can't live up Mom's ass forever.
I do find it a little rude that they didn't even ask the llama if it was okay. At the crash site, these scientists discover a fuzzy egg. As if that's a big deal. I find 3 or 4 of those at the back of my fridge on any given week. Back at the farm, Mel does the responsible thing and decides to throw a massive party, complete with a great philosophical debate.
Your original Evil Dead? No, man, you can't beat that.
Dude, Army of Darkness is my shit.
Grief over a terrible injustice.
Just can't believe that Pluto's not a planet anymore.
I hear that Uranus is pretty bare, though.
And the ultimate indicator that this is indeed a Midwest American party, the Bush Beer family of products. After a softcore porn music break, we get one of many extreme close-up montages. Elsewhere, we learn that the llama enjoys fingers and joints in equal measure, but takes a strong stance against texting and driving. One partygoer proposes this theory,
something wrong with that fucking llama.
And the llama proves it by pulling a chest burster, punting this heart like a football. Luckily, his girlfriend catches it, but our 4-legged friend wants it just a little more. Floyd chugs a bush, which is basically like drinking water. And then Dan says the lines that every partygoer longs to hear.
I found a hot tub party.
After being introduced to the greatest character in the movie, and star over on the Mr. Snowflake channel, link in description, Llama joins the party and electrifies the crowd, proving his type throws the best fucking shindigs. I mean, look at everybody dance. At the same time, Mel has some aggressive bathroom nookie, and Floyd takes part in a mouth-specific, extreme close-up montage. Back at the hot tub, Dan can't deal with the party's awesomeness and drops all of his beers. He then concisely explains the situation.
Everyone is dead in the hot tub.
Hot tub.
What are you
The hot tub.
Dan, what are you talking about?
Is dead in the hot tub.
Anyone left alive flees outside, but Llama is down to party, lighting everyone up with freaking laser beam eyes. The this creates the world's first and still best bloody t-shirt contest. Ted gets an evil llama loogie hawked at him, which kinda turns him into a were-llama. In the middle of all this death and chaos, Mel gives us a cheeky line that I absolutely adore.
Floyd, we're not on the Sci-Fi Channel. It's not a spaceship.
On a quick side note, one of the best things about this movie is Dan's constant wardrobe changes. Dude seriously changes his shirt at least 15 times. But as per usual, his best is the most epic, and comes with a speech that will stir your soul.
Let them not die in vain. With this space stick, we will avenge them and we will win this wrestle between Earth and space.
Right before he's splattered all over the field. We then get a quick reminder that you shouldn't lick green slime, or you might turn into a weird were-llama who lays fuzzy eggs. Ah, but how can I be mad at such adorable babies? Oh! Never mind. I then get my new favorite insult.
You really are just a fucking bung-headed twizzle.
And we learn that a combine comes in handy for turning a killer space llama into killer space mulch. A great piece of combine wisdom accompanies this.
Like most living things, you run them through a combine and pretty much take care of it.
And credits roll, where we find the breakout star of this movie is the spectacular Louis the Llama. In addition, we get a llama wrangler, llama whisperer, stunt llama, and of course, a comfort llama. As they should, the director thanks the Bush Brewing Company for keeping the cast and crew properly hydrated. Like Thanksgiving, the premise of Llamageddon came from a couple of college guys joking about making a crazy feature film. In this case, about a killer space llama. After drafting a script, they took their $3,000 budget and stretched that sucker as far as it could possibly go. They managed to get a damn helicopter and a hot tub while keeping their visual effects more on point than low-budget movies with 10 times their budget. An original score was done for the movie, and bands allowed them to use album tracks. This crazy piece of film required a year to edit, which, given this was done by busy college students, makes sense. After initial screenings, this movie's big claim to fame came into play. The director had a wild marketing idea, so Amazon allows filmmakers to upload their own movies. As of 2018, they had 4 times as many movies as Netflix because of this feature. The Llamageddon creators put it up on Amazon, charging $1 million. Well, actually $1,000,000.99 for anyone who wanted to buy a digital copy. Horror publications Fangora and Bloody Disgusting noticed this crazy price tag for a super low budget indie, and as you would expect, they reported on it. It brought notoriety to the film without having to put out a ton of cash. Some of the comments that I read under the Bloody Disgusting article made me chuckle. People's comparisons to what they would rather do instead of watching this movie were pretty great. The amount of cheek in Llamageddon is so overwhelming, and I'm amazed by the ambition. Despite the craziness of the plot, they seem to have given a lot of thought to make it as good as they could. Special effects, both practical and computer generated, were used where appropriate, and although not necessarily flashy, are incredibly well done. This is especially evident in small details like the tracking on the llama's red eyes. In that same vein, the opening animation was stylistic and gives you some additional story bits without having to rely on massive amounts of exposition. It grabs your attention and was a smart way to convey what needed to be said without breaking the bank. They turned Louis the Llama into a believable killer through simple effects, music, and shots. And although it seems like an obvious point, it's not necessarily something you get in big movies, much less something this size and budget. It doesn't worry about crossing weird lines in the story that might make you a little uncomfortable. Especially this fourth wall-breaking pun.
I'll pack a bowl for you.
Additionally, the random bush beer shots, Dan's wild array of shirt changes, and the hot tub death scene are cherries on top of a great good-bad movie sundae. The extreme close-ups can be a tad jarring, but overall, this is a must-watch. This film is re-fucking-diculous, and if it's not clear, I absolutely loved it. It highlights one of the reasons I started this channel. It does with $3,000 what films with massive budgets can't. It's stupid, endearing, and laugh-out-loud funny. This sets the bar for what good bad movies can be. It goes balls to the walls for 69 minutes, and does all the weird shit it wants to, while holding on to some great jokes and really well done practical and CGI effects. They show that you can have a movie that constantly winks at the camera and still make something that's funny beyond the low-hanging fruit level jokes. Asylum should take note, cause Llamageddon and a group of college students blew them out of the water with ease. If you're in the mood for a wild llama ride, alpaca'd with the stuff that makes for a perfect good bad movie, gather all your friends, pick up a few bush lights, and settle in, cause movies like Llamageddon don't hit often. So what do you think? Suggestions for movies, trivial questions, comments, ratings, and a space llama killing combine would be appreciated. Thank you so very much for watching.